seen this photo and I had to do a video on it because I found it to be telling in a hidden way. Because here you have Obama, right? Or Barry Santoro, a mulatto, right? Looking at the what should be the image of a mulatto. And I think that's what struck me. The way this picture was taken.
According to Wikipedia, Abraham Lincoln described himself c. 1838 to 39 as black, and his complexion, in 1859 as dark, but whether he meant either in an ancestral sense is unknown.
Well, I'm going to go with dark because black was created in the 1700s and black means to be pale.
According to English Stack Exchange, the word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origins through the word black, which meant pale, wan, colorless, or albino.
So, people running around today with melanin of a high level in their complexion, calling themselves black, are fucking insane people. That's what they really are. You gotta be fucking insane to call yourself, what was it, pale, vain, colorless, or an albino, while at the same time having rich melanin skin. So you want to get this book, Hannibal, The Life of Abraham Lincoln's First Vice President. All right, you want to get this book. Yeah, and there it is again. By Hannibal's dark eyes and swarthy complexion. Hannibal, let's see here. That's not the page I was looking for. Here's one of them, one of the quotes from there. The king pulled the sheets and operated the press. Hannibal soon became so skilled at typing that he could set articles hot from the brain without bothering to write them out. He often joked that a little ink was not going to hurt his dark complexion. Let's see, what's another one? Here's another one. His complexion is so swarthy that I cannot wonder at the demented South for believing he a mulatto. And this is another one. This is not Hannibal, but Hamlin. I won't say that word, but you know the N word means Indian. The N word loving Hamlin, and Hamlin loves the N words because of his dark complexion. A rumor was also started that Hamlin was a mulatto. So, see, somebody knew that mulatto also could equate to being so called dark. That it wasn't what you see today necessarily. So when they say, "Oh, he said he was black," I doubt it. He said black. When they also say that he being Abraham Lincoln said he was dark, that's more like it. Hannibal's dark complexion. Yeah, well, you get it by now. Hold on. So here you have it. This is the official Oxford English Dictionary website because you don't want to go to the American one. The American one's crap. It doesn't give you anything. Go to the official website, OED, and it's a noun or an adjective. Go slide down, slide down, slide down, slide down, slide down. All right, so here it is, because we're looking for early U.S. history. And the U.S. and America are not the same thing, so don't get them confused. So anyways, a dark-skinned person of any origin in early U.S. history, which was what? The turn around the 1800s. Because you had America and then the United States all of a sudden come along, right? And now everybody's United States citizens and no one has any legal documents that show you're an American. Everyone has a document that says you're a United States citizen or you're a state citizen because you have the birth certificate, which tells you which state you were born, which means you're a citizen of that state. So anyways, usually usually with reference to American Indians. That's why they had that song. Was it the 10 Little Indians? That's what they taught us to sing in the Americas. But over in Great Britain, that same song by the writer, the same writer, right? The word Indian is substituted for the N words. So it's almost like they sit over there and mock you if you think about it. And this is why, I moved to New York State, and the first friend I made was a man by the name of Aaron Donald, not Donald Dials. Sorry, Aaron Dials, and he's a Limby Indian from North Carolina. He came up here to do a job and stayed for a while. But I'll never forget, I was staying at their house, and his wife at the time, they were in an argument, and she called him the N-word. And I was like, how are you going to call him that when he's an Indian? Now I realize it. Now it makes sense. And there we go. It is claimed that Abraham Lincoln, who became the 16th president in the day, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I want famous Melungeons. That's what I'll have to look up. Melungeon ancestry of Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Here, we'll go this way. We'll go this route. Hold on. Well, we'll go with this one. This is not what I read to begin with, but we'll go with this one. Over the past couple of weeks, we've walked towards the sunset to discover the history of the mulattoes, a triracial group of Americans with a mysterious origin. By now, you should be a real expert on the Melungeon people. But did you realize that two of the most famous, well, actually three, because Tom Hanks is one as well, famous Americans you ever heard of are thought to be of Melungeon descent? Was Abraham Lincoln a Melungeon? How about Elvis Presley? Was he a Melungeon? Lincoln made a biography statement about himself for the Chester County, Illinois Times newspaper of December 20th, 1859. If you've been paying attention to the last two articles, you'll realize that much of what he said about himself fits right into the Melungeon mold. My parents were both born in Virginia of undistinguished families, second families. Perhaps I shall say, if any personal description of me is thought desirable, it may be said, I am in height 6 feet 4 inches, nearly lean in flesh, weighing on an average of 180 pounds, dark complexion with curls, black hair, and gray eyes. No other mark of brands. Let's see, recollectively, yours, very truly, Abraham Lincoln. Let's see, Abraham Lincoln's mother, Nancy Hanks. Remember Tom Hanks? I told you, right? He's a Melungeon. And that's what the article I'm looking for. Who is born in Husples, has also said to have been a member of the Melungeon community of the Appalachians, Tennessee, and Kentucky. He inherited a dark complexion, curled black hair, and gray eyes, all of which is a constant with the phenotypes featured